welcome to my channel. I'm going to be giving you a message for the next few weeks. April 2026, come on in. I'm going to name this video after I'm done recording. I don't know what we're going to be talking about till it comes out. Oh, toxic, something toxic. Destructive relationships, manipulating and gaslighting. Something about that. First card out. Damn. All right, toxic. Yeah, those toxic behaviors. Crushed. You're hurting emotionally right now. You need time to heal before you jump in again. Yeah, this toxic relationship, I think, does more damage than people realize. First and foremost, maybe somebody out there is completely crushed and they're just not in a way of starting a relationship or beginning another one, or I'm not sure what that means yet. So we're going to find out. Mirror. Okay. Reflects your own issues. Like attracts like. Somebody's having a hard time acceptance, accepting things as they are, because that person in the mirror isn't matching the lady in front of it. It's like they don't want to. On the other hand, I see like attracts like. So, this is more than likely somebody that's being forced to face their own emotions. Dream world, living in a fantasy, land of illusions, not real love. Yeah, it's toxic. Somebody's crushed over this. There's a mirror here. This is the hope, fear, challenge, and homework column. Right? Now we have late bloomer. Age gap or immature attitude, out of sync, needs more time. Age gap, or it could be, I'm feeling elders, but I don't think that's going to be for everybody, obviously. So you can place that, but somebody's coming into this now. Now they're coming into this, or something like that. Anything else with this deck, please? Childish, unpredictable. Yeah, this toxic behavior, it's like you don't know what they're going to do. They're crushed. I feel like some people are literally a live wire here. Like their temperament, anger issues, maybe tangled web, convoluted justifications, caught up and entranced. Yeah. Oh, the web we weave. People need to look in the mirror and see what they've done. That's first and foremost as well. All right. And then we got bottled up. Yeah. Many unexpressed unexpressed emotions, time bomb, and holding back. Yeah, it's just a matter of time before they explode. On live wire, I feel like something's ticking here. This live wire, this person who has a anger management issue, maybe, or definitely some therapeutic energies are needed here, I feel. However, with this crushed and toxic, somebody really does need to heal, because it can be wicked. A lot of people don't, if you're not woke, it may feel like things are not quite as wicked as they are. It's like a fantasy illusion kind of thing. Someone's depressed, possible extreme mood swings, very negative. Somebody's coming into this now. There's an age gap here, or an immature attitude. And I have childish over here. Someone has to be the adult in the room. Maybe the term should be grow up or get out. Ooh, yeah. You're going to be toxic like that. You're going to be toxic like that over there by yourself. That's what I feel. And as they should. Or some shit like that. I don't know. Wow. All right, we're going to get more of the vibe here. Um, Trapped, stuck, no options. Yeah. Well, the tangled web that we weave, this person feels trapped. I feel like, this is like a karmatic thing, like a tables turning kind of vibe. So they wanted someone stuck with no options, and now they're feeling it. Okay. That's what I'm getting out of that here. What else? I need a bunch. Time is ticking. Somebody keeps putting something off. They're being very childish. They don't want to face what they've done or whatever. They're very bitter and salty and negative, and toxic. And this is what this is all about here is you know, it's just I feel like they've caused their own trap. They've dug their own grave here. It's like, I get that a lot in your readings and in people's readings. People were not thinking, and it's never too late to fix things. Remember that. Striptease, gamble, Vegas, nightlife. Yeah, they took a big chance. They took a big chance. Somebody needs to take a gamble or a chance here and reflect on themselves or what they've done. Mirroring, mirroring, mirroring. I'm sorry, that's going to be really hard for me to say. Show me. Yeah, somebody needs to grow up. They need to come to their senses. They need to face their emotions. That's what I see here. Somebody's being very unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen, but I have this bottled up card that to me looks like a tower. Somebody's definitely holding their emotions in. It's not good. Probably more than likely not healthy, right? They're living in a land of illusions, It's like a delusionary illusion. I get that a lot. Delusionary illusion. Yeah, everything's all miscombobulated. Some people may not be doing very well, on the other hand. All right, show me. Something's out of sync. They keep putting things off, right? Envy, yeah, resentful, competitive, mutual respect, unity, closeness, intimacy. They definitely are a very toxic, hateful individual. But what I see here is that, they're not a very warm person, right? I'm getting a very cold, calculated, manipulating kind of vibe here, So there's childish behavior with the procrastination and they have to face what they've done. Show me what I need to see. Consequences, yeah. The tangled web that we wove, or whoever this is, with the bad choices, the games, head games, mixed signals. Yeah, they're bottled up. I feel like they're trying to make like they're doing well, but I don't feel like they are. Somebody here is not doing well mentally. Okay. Karmics, third parties, haters, lessons learned. Have they learned their lessons is my question, because here it looks like they keep on keeping on with the envy and the hate and the BS. Late bloomer right over this. Karmics. Haters are haters. Everybody's going to hate somebody, right? If you're in this narcissistic shit, they're going to hate somebody. So, hi there. Well, then do it. If you can, do it. Isolation, rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. They did it to themselves. Yeah. I do feel like it's that karma wheel, the medicine wheel, the medicine wheel. Somebody needs to take their medicine. All right, here's a band-aid for those victims, because if they're a narcissist, I guarantee they're playing victim. what everybody's doing to them. Yeah. All right. What else? Somebody's very salty, very bitter. They need to look in the mirror. You know, somebody could be in the public eye here and they feel trapped, right? Something's very toxic. They're being very childish. They keep on making excuses, maybe something like that. Very unpredictable. I feel like very reckless behaviors, right? Hi, everybody. Hello. Popping in and out. Yeah, somebody was absolutely crushed. It could be the child if this happens to be a family dynamic, but I'm not quite sure yet. I think in most readings it is coming out as family, but you know, it could be different. 4-leaf clover here, I like it. Public eye, something's a little bit lucky. We just got done with St. Patty's Day, which St. Patrick wasn't even Irish. I hate to tell you, he was Roman or something. For those of you who aren't even sure, you know. Something's about some luck here. Public eye, somebody in the public eye is lucky. But whatever it is, we don't know how people are going to be. Ancestors, envy, they're pissed. Mirror, tangled web, nightlife, they know that somebody took a big chance. They took a gamble. And they need to reflect here. Wow, very envious, very competitive, right? Tangled web. Yeah, the ancestors are pissed. It's like crowning you for a couple weeks. Anywho, you should know when these cards play out, right? Everybody's on a different timeline, so sometimes they take months, sometimes they take years, sometimes it's tomorrow. I mean, depends on the message that we're getting through, right? Show me what I need to see. Consequences, the closeness. This is the hard part, acting like we give a shit. Oh, that's nice. Somebody has to fake it. Facial hair or beard. Yeah. Age gap. I thought I felt elders earlier. I thought so because that's what this, you know, I kind of felt it. Age gap or immature attitude. And right away, you know, I feel like grown adults acting like children. You know, that's kind of sad. What the fuck? You're a grown adult. Take some responsibility. I'm not sure how that's going to play out yet. Oops. All right, where'd that go? I know it turned over. There it is. Scythe. Yeah. Negativity, extreme mood swings, anger issues. It's over. We're over. Yeah, these haters, third parties. Yeah, did they learn their lesson yet? It's all self-inflicted. They might be feeling rejected right now or alone, which is technically what they wanted for you in the first place. So it's very karma. We are in the times where it's like very karma, like people are in their dharma and people are in their karma. And, you know, depending on, you know, the web that you wove, these people that are so toxic, right? I don't know. Some of these people I feel like will never learn. And that's a true Jezebel spirit right there. But we'll see. I'm going to use my Herb Crafters tarot deck today. And we're going to get down. Show me what I need to see. The Empress down. Trapped, toxic. Public eye, trapped. Unforgiving and stuck. Well, if you're going to stay in the unforgiving energy, that's the stuckness. On the other hand, I feel like somebody's missing their kids or it's about their child. Somebody is in the public eye possibly or community. Maybe they're a spokesman or something here. Somebody had some luck and somebody's bitter about their luck. So that's telling me that somebody's angry that somebody is doing good. What is that? You know, people, the hate that people have for their own kids in this world, these elites and these higher ups and the Hollywood and all this other, it's unbelievable. And it really is. And it's trickling down to a lot of, workplaces and friendships and home. Yeah, facial hair or beard. Show me what I need to see. They don't like that this person, they're pissed off that this person is doing good. That is really sad. Three of Earth. Yeah, it's a community or there's teamwork here, having some luck. Somebody's absolutely crushed. They need to heal before they jump into something again. We don't know what this person could do or say. Because they're not balanced. They're not, I feel like they're being very immature. They need to be an adult, facial hair or beard. I can't make this shit up. Childish, right there. Consequences. Madre of air. Yeah, here's a scythe. Ding, 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 ding. Look, we got that. Yeah. And then we got Queen of Swords. Off with their heads. It's over. Bitterly, if it has to be. Salty, bitter, angry. Yeah, facial hair or beard. This person, I feel, was poking the bear. And I don't know about any of you out there, but I was, in my life, on and off, depending on different relationships and what. But yeah, I was that bear pretty badly towards the end there. And when that bear gets out, it's more like a lion, a warrior, somebody that does their soul work. Anywho, ancestors are angry, right? Somebody took a gamble. They're caught up in their own BS. They have caused their own, self-inflicted, karmics, haters. These it's like people need to think. They need to slow down and stop hating on everything and everyone. And people just need to quit your flipping bitching. Because I feel like somebody here is like a total bitch. Facial hair or beard. Yeah. Awakening. They're so not awoke. They're in very harsh judgment here. They're living in a land of fantasy illusions and what it's not real love. They don't care. They don't see. Jezebel doesn't have that empathy, right? But they do have emotions, and those emotions are going to be like that volcano with that lava coming down. It's like a time bomb right there. Consequences. This person could be, it's only a matter of time. They keep putting it off, but it's technically only a matter of time before they blow it or blow up or release, right? Because technically volcanoes are release from below. So yeah, they don't know how to express their emotions. They're very childish. Maybe they never learned how. I'm not sure. Adelita, fire reversed. Cayenne, yeah, very hateful. Very hateful. Yeah, late bloomer, negative, facial hair or beard. If these people are elders that we're talking about, I feel like they just really are losing the drive and passion in life. They're getting caught up in their own shit. And what a way to end your lifetime is, hey, this is another reason why we got to be present, you know? These haters, it's over. Scythe right there. Show me what I need to see. Oops. The Lovers reversed. Seven of Earth reversed. Yeah, these illusions and delusions are coming out about this this union that is off. The Lovers card reversed. It's a choice. It's a choice. It's over with this mother figure or matriarch or what, right? The illusion is out. Somebody's in the public eye. Maybe, you know, they didn't. Maybe it isn't the mom. Maybe it's the father because of the facial hair or beard. Seven of Earth. Yeah, they're not, you know, okay, we got Three of Earth right over this with four-leaf clover, right? Being very lucky and working together is the luck in it. But, you know, people need to assess what they've done. They need to look in the mirror. They need to learn. They need to heal. And they can't, I feel, really get away with this until they do. And that's like part of this awakening. This is the harsh judgment of it all. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Right? Show me. All right, I'm going to take them. There's a shitload of them, but I'm going to take them. All right, we got Three of Fire, dead center in the reading. And yeah, Six of Air reversed. The Hermit reversed. The Moon, Death card reversed. Ten of Earth. Madre of Earth reversed. I need one more. Yeah, these illusions and delusions, people, you know, very fearful. I feel a lot of fears here for being in bad judgment. They're stuck. They're unforgiving. See, unforgiving is what keeps you stuck. A lot of this is self-inflicted, I feel, for some people out there. All the gaslighting and, you know, somebody was a scapegoat. Usually the children, right? Somebody's child. Another three here, dead center in the reading. Three of Fire is looking ahead, looking forward, right? Waiting on your harvest. You worked hard to make that beautiful pizza pie, and now that it's cooked and in the oven, you want to enjoy it, right? Yeah, ancestors right over it. Tangled web. Oh my, ancestors are not happy. They're not happy with how people what they've done or how they're handling it or what. Ten of Earth. Yeah, it's about the home, right? Ancestors twice. Could be inheritances. About the family dynamic, anywho, right? Very resentful, very hateful, very envious, this family. And the ancestors are as well. They're pissed. Six of Air down, dealing with the storms, facial hair or beard. This person, this older gent. I'm not really going to call him a gent, actually. Gentleman is gentleman, right? But this person is not a gentleman, okay? This is a very rough, cold, calculating Jezebel. They're dealing with it hard. Facial hair or beard right over it. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. They're bottling it up. They're living in a land of illusions, and they're getting ready to explode. Wow. It's not good to keep things in, people. You know? Wow. You know, they're intimidating. How the hell did I get that out of this card? The Hermit reversed is, they could be very intimidating or intimidated. I don't know how that's going to be with you, but they're refusing soul work. They're scared, or they just refuse it. Karmics, haters, isolation, and self-inflicted right there with all this, you know, family drama and saga. and deception. Somebody's in the public eye and they don't want to take accountability or do their soul work, right? They're refusing changing. They're stuck in the past or something. Four-leaf clover right over this, right? They need to assess their own garden. They need to, instead of minding everybody else's business, maybe they need to worry about their own and deal with this, right? Teamwork makes the dream work, right? That path, those 3 baskets. Somebody's hurting emotionally right now. It could be this Empress reversed. But then I have bitter, angry, and petty. A lot of this shit is petty, and the drama that they've created and the tangled web has blown up to such proportion that, people need to get it together somehow with this, Madre of Earth down. Neglect. They don't want to give a shit. The facial hair or beard, they don't give a shit. They're very abusive, maybe. Bottled up, very having a hard time with money, even dealing with the storms and being under heavy judgment. Yeah. Yeah. Consequences. I feel like people don't want to hear it. That was funny. It landed right back in my hand. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I didn't, maybe you saw it. But yeah, I don't feel like people were very nice. Haya of air, yeah. Somebody's standing in their truth. This child. Scythe right over it. This child might be standing up for themselves and ending the bullshit around the family. And I feel like if it does have to do with parents or grandparents or whatever, it's all about them needing to sit down and shut the fuck up. They need to learn their lessons, damn it. They've created a nightmare. And apparently, if everything they were doing in the past didn't work and they're still doing it now, I don't understand how they think they're going to get different results here. Adelita of water reversed. They don't care. They don't want to reflect. They have no emotion. This is Jezebel. This is Jezebel. Very blocked. Very against the intuition thing, which is kind of weird. I don't know who that's for, but somebody doesn't like using their intuition. Okay. That's kind of weird to me. We're born with this naturally. How in the freaking world can you tell me that that's not okay to use if we were born with it? I mean, that's the control. That's the religious aspect coming in. Now I'm feeling that. The religious aspects, I don't have any cards here yet saying so, but they created black magic. They created shit. They were bad seeds that they planted and very toxic. Somebody's in the public eye. And they don't like it. They're very angry. Well, to me, it looks like they were angry before, so what the hell's the difference now? They're just angry people. Or something. Show me. Ooh, okay. The High Priestess. 4-leaf clover. Is this child in the family the High Priestess, male or female? Working on things, working on the High Priestess is building something here. Very lucky indeed. Something's a live wire. And people are very petty and bitter. Very petty, very childlike, very immature, jealous, Yeah, they're ding, 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 ding. The death card reversed again. They're denying the change. Somebody has something to say about it. And ancestors are right over this. I do not feel like these ancestors are very happy at all. you know, nightlife, taking a gamble, right? Something like that. Two of Wands down, change of plans. They didn't expect this facial hair or beard. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. They're the awakening card down. This is judgment. They're being judged harshly for what they've done, this toxicity. Enough is enough, you know? It's the times. People are tired of it, right? Look at these Epstein files. People are just sick, you know? They're sick of it. Knight of Chalices. Do not want to apologize. Do not care. You know, the age gap, facial hair or beard needs more time, putting things off, making excuses. They're very negative. Why can't they just face the music? Because narcissists can certainly put it out there, but they definitely don't like getting it back. A lot of them will hide around a corner like they're in kindergarten, hiding from their worst enemy. And I've seen this literally in somebody. They literally hid around a corner because they didn't want to. And I just could see like this little spoiled, rotten little brat kind of energy in that person when they did that. I was like, what are you hiding from? You're a grown adult. It was very weird. Very weird. Yeah, they don't want to deal with the toxicity. They can't lie or be deceitful anymore. They're stuck. They're stuck. Okay, so they don't know how not to deceive. These are the kinds of people that we're dealing with on this earth. They don't know how not to manipulate, not to lie. They don't know how. Wow. Nine of Athens reversed. Clarity. High Priestess is ending this flippin' nightmare. Maybe this High Priestess is a bit bitter and angry themselves, huh? That all of this has happened. Male or female, I don't care. Flip and flop your energies and genders each and every time you feel fit, right? But they can't attack anymore. They hate it. It's weird. It's like they don't know how to be real. They don't know how to be themselves. I have no idea what this means. I mean, I do, but for you, I mean, Page of Wands with Three of Fire. Yeah. Looking ahead, you know, ancestors, you know, waiting on the harvest. Whoops. I'll get that later. Yeah, the page here, planting new seeds. This is crowning you. Ancestors are with you, right? Through this tangled web. This is crowning you. And it's dead center in the reading because they won't change. They're denying that it's over in their own minds, even, you know. They won't break the chain, or they're breaking chain. Ugh, I can't talk. Maybe that's a thing with the throat chakra today. But whoever, this is the Hope Fear Challenge in homework column, facial hair or beard. I feel like the breaking chains and dealing with storms. Somebody's breaking this ancestral curse, and the facial hair or beard person is feeling it hard, right? Because they're being judged so harshly, right? They could be losing friends, losing sleep. Well, their friends were never really friends if they don't truly have empathy. See, so everything is a facade around the Jezebel energy. Five of Chalices. People are very regretful. They're very sad, very, you know, some people might be grieving or denying it even. You know, they're living in that dream world, that illusionary dream world, right? Somebody's in the public eye, they're feeling stuck and they're very unforgiving. And that's exactly what's keeping them stuck, because they're unforgiving. Maybe these people need to even need to forgive themselves, right? Have you forgiven yourself for things that, you know, the mistakes that you've made? I just feel like these are much more, this is much more serious, of a thing, I guess I could say. But five of, they're regretting it, but they won't heal. They're isolated and they're in, they're stuck in this energy. They need to get out of it. I don't know what that means or how they can do this at this point without knowing. I mean, I don't know who these people are personally. So, this is what happens when you don't pay attention. When people are greedy and hateful. This is what happens. Ten of Chalices, the illusions of the home, the public eye. This whole family is in the public eye. It's very toxic. Or something like that, or the community, the family. People are recognizing it, is what I feel. Whatever this is. The toxicity must have been pretty fucking abusive. Denying it, though, is going to keep you stuck. Queen of Athens again. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, off with their heads. No kidding. And she's not really looking at that Death card reversed, whoever's denying the change. She's not looking at it. No way. Somebody was, this High Priestess was absolutely crushed. Male or female. This family did this to her or him. And they just don't care. Or they're not gonna boss up. They're too weak. There's that little narcissistic Wizard of Oz kind of energy, It's not attractive. 9 of Wands, 10 of Earth. Look at this guy. I'll show you. It's funny. The look on his face. Somebody's scared. That's what I get out of this card. But on the other hand, I do feel like somebody's the battled warrior here. It could be that, the High Priestess with the toxicity here that I felt with. The family vibe, 10 of Pentacles, right? Somebody's absolutely exhausted, right? But here, this is also my keep on keeping on card. Because, every scar has a story. Everything you've been through has a story, right? The family, the ancestors, everyone sees this. The family has got to see it. What has to happen is the family has to recognize how bad they need this healing, or they're just not going to ascend. And that's that. And everyone, it is free will. It is free will in this world. So if they don't want to, but the thing is they need to figure something out here, because the ancestors are in town and they're not happy. And I feel like some of these ancestors are making something happen with this chance that someone took. They hated it. They hated that they gambled this child's life or whatever. Hi, everybody. Hi, South Africa. Wow. Nice. Welcome. I'm in New Hampshire. Way far away from you. But welcome. All right, so I got, the Awakening card down. Again, this is a very harsh judgment. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. This is not good, Breaking chains, change of plans. Facial hair, beard, bottled up. Yeah, I feel like whoever this facial hair, beard person, elder could be, male or female, I mean, even females get beards. No, hey, the older we get, the more we pluck. No, I don't know, but it's just saying like how immature, even the older we get, we really have to take they're being judged harshly, breaking these chains, breaking these ancestral curses, dealing with the storms. It's getting wicked out there. People are feeling it. And this person, whoever it is that I'm talking about, is denying the whole thing, and they just won't admit it. And believe it or not, it's just bottling up and bottling up and bottling up. And something's going to happen. Something's going to explode. They can't just keep it in. They may not know how to deal with their emotions, whoever this person is, but they need to deal with it because it's going to come out in one way, shape, or form. And here it's very abusive, very aggressive, very intimidating. It's very toxic. It's very manipulating. It's probably caused trauma and PTSDs. Oh, look, the Six of Cups. Yeah, the memories of it all, right? High of air, the child, catnip, aphrodisiac. Catnip is a aphrodisiac to a cat, right? Whatever that means. But the memory lane, yeah, this child, karmics, haters, isolation, late bloomer, and negativity. Seven of Wands down. They have no defense. They have no strength. If they feel like they don't have the fight in them or something, or where they don't want to, well, who the hell does? See? But this is the tangled web. This is the universal law of three. It's karma. That's what I see. Okay, so I'm going to do this again. What deck do I want? Yes, my familiar deck. Show me. Somebody is not playing here because I have two Queens of Swords on the table. Death card reversed again. Two of these. Two death card reverses. They do not want to change. They're stuck like Chuck, man. They are. Something's in the public eye. Well, the unforgiveness of it all. If they're not willing to admit shit, then it's a choice. Yeah. Abuse of power, abuse of control, out of control, very reckless. Four-leaf clover, high priestess. Yeah. Definitely somebody's bitter AF, and somebody just keeps on making excuses, and it's also petty in this family. It's so petty. These grown adults acting like children. Knight of Pentacles, taking the message, going forth. Tangled web. Madre of air. Somebody here has taken the opportunity to move ahead. And it's about somebody taking the message of moving ahead, if that makes sense. It's like one person has, the other person needs to, and that's the way it is. All right, show me. Nine of Pentacles down. Yeah, this could be poverty. Could be very, very in lack. Very, very without, right? It also could be a very independent energy. This facial hair or beard could hate and refuse and deny this independent energy. Knave of Pentacles down. They're just not they're not getting the message. I feel like somebody just isn't, maybe some people really need therapy out there in a bad way. We're just going to go back to that. Very painful. Yeah, there was definitely betrayal in this family. People were betraying their own family. That's sick. And it's everywhere. Eight of Pentacles. Working on things, childish. Yeah. Somebody's minding their own here. Somebody's learning lessons. That's what the Eight of Pentacles is about, mastering the lesson, right? This High Priestess has. This Emperor reversed here, however, needs to, because that's what it's saying right there, right? Show many to bunch. Yeah, these elites and these, you know, whoever is, you know, on the upper part of the ladder, it, you know, an older sibling, you know, it can get down to just about anything of that, you know. Knight of Swords down. They are so bitter and flippin' salty. It's disgusting. They need to stop the abusive, aggressive domination, you know. These people that just want to dominate the world. It's like, why? Why? There's enough resources and everything on this planet for everyone. Why? What's the point? Who cares? Oh, this person has a yacht with a $5 million home. Okay, good. That's cool. But who cares? I just, there's the difference in, you know, these people, the magician, they're not learning their lessons. They're fucking black magic. Everything they, you know, they're not learning their lessons because this is when you master them and you become the magician of your own life and create your life, right? But when they're in everybody else's flipping garden but their own, somebody's on their own here. High Priestess, yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. This High Priestess is on their own, male or female, I don't care. Scythe, right over this. You know it. You know it. It hurts. It's not cool. Whatever this is not cool. Four of Pentacles down is letting go of the toxicity, the drama, the home, letting the home go, letting the whatever that dynamic in the home is, letting that go, right? They're hiding from the sun. They're scared. They're scared of what they put out, see? Narcissists are timid little peons, right? That refuse to change. Queen of Swords, right there. Yeah. That Queen of Swords will let you know. They're somebody's not playing. Like these people literally, I don't think that they're I feel like some people here are not mentally well. You know? Strength, courage, ancestors, right? Somebody here is powerful. Somebody here is strong over this hate, this envy that is so wicked. Yeah, tired, but you're not taking me down. It is wicked on this earth, this what's happening, but it has to come to light for it to be dispersed. And there's more, believe it or not. That's how sick and twisted this world is, but we need to see it, you know? I just tell myself I'm never going out in public again. Just kidding. But, you know, loving people from afar, because, oh, that's where I'm at, you know. Seven of Swords down, facial hair, beard. Yeah, toxic. They can't lie. They can't lie. There's consequences to everything. They have to quit the toxicity, the drama, the, you know, the victimhood mentality. Woe is me. Ah, woe is me. Don't feel sorry for me. No, you fucking created it. Five of Cups. Late bloomer, negativity, extreme mood swings. Yeah, this is very, very sad. Very unfortunate, I feel. This family going down. And the ancestors are right there watching it all, and they're not real happy with what they've seen. However, that works out. Five of Swords, the cruelty, the bullying, the unnecessary, all of it. And definite mental health issues are being highlighted because I have the 5 and the 7 and the 3 and the 9. It's all here. It's really sad that people let they get to this extent, but that's what it is. What are you going to do? People, this is a choice that we live. We have to be mind, body, and spirit. We got to be good mentally, spiritually for sure, and physically. We can't live on chocolate chips and donuts and obviously we need to balance that out. All right, show me what I need to see here. I'm going to switch decks. This is my, I think it's a Gypsy Tarot. I think I found a book for it, so I think it's called Gypsy Tarot. But it's made out of a 52 regular playing card deck. In fact, I'm going to pull mine out and use it. Yeah, very, very, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, check this out. We got the 3 of Spades, which is phenomenal luck after extreme heartache. So that is like wicked cool. And then we have the 5 of Clubs, which is the Clover, which is another great omen, right? And then we started out with 4-leaf clover. So I'll tell you, somebody is very, very lucky to get out of this, in fact. Wow. The 7 of Diamonds. Okay, in this deck, this neutralizes any negative message in here and like increases the lucky ones. So it's like triple good luck that I have here. This is crazy. I can't, after this, this High Priestess vibe is, there's a lot of good shit coming for you. Congratulations, because you went through it. You're going through it. We all are, right? I'll take another one. The sun. The sun. Ding, 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 ding. Illumination. It is popularity. It's healing, it's growth, it's creative, it's joyous, right? All that. That's like 4 out of 4 cards of the best in this deck. See what else we can come up with. One more, please. Spirit, show me what I need to see. The all-seeing eye. Yeah. Yeah. Using your pineal gland here. Somebody has some psychic gifts out there, right? This is the bride ensures for a single person the fulfillment of their highest aims, but technically it has to do with a turbulent marriage. Turbulent marriage there. Yeah. All right. I'm going to use my grandma's 52 playing card deck. What do you got for us, Grandma? Since we're on that, yeah, Queen of Clubs. Yeah, taking action. Somebody's blowing up. Somebody's like out of the darkness and into the light kind of thing. I'm reading, this is a collective reading. Happy new moon. Yes. Hello, hello. Um, a general collective, yeah. Yeah, somebody's glowing up. Somebody's like out of the darkness and into the light, or something about that. But it's also about taking charge, taking action. Okay. Now I have the Ace of Spades, which is all about truth and karma and clarity, right? Could be epiphanies here with the sun, could be just an extremely illuminating um, time that we're coming into, learning things, right? Take another one. Oh, okay, they gave me 3. 7 of Spades, the toxicity card. Yep. Ding, 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 ding. They're still making up lies. They're still toxic AF. They haven't changed one iota. 2 hearts, 4 clubs. Somebody here cares about somebody around this family, however. There is a little bit of good news coming in, I feel, some celebratory energies and what. I'm not sure how that's going to be with all the toxic cards that are here, but for you with all these Trump-like cards that are just phenomenally, if anybody is going to take a risk, what the hell? Go buy a lottery ticket. I don't know. What the hell? I mean, if you don't win, you don't win. But if you do, somebody here is very, very fortunate out of a very unfortunate situation. They wanted to take this person out, right? They didn't want this person to exist. I'm going to give you a kitchen witch card. See what you guys are conjuring up in your kitchens for this coming spring season. And I have parsley and death. Ding, 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 ding. It's over. Whether they choose to admit it or not, it's, I mean, my cards, when they're reversed, still carry the meaning in the upright, right? So don't forget to flip and flop should you need to. The change you've been resisting won't go away. The end is nigh, and there's nothing you can do to prevent it. Wear me as a garland around your neck and feasting to ward off intoxication. But if you find you are in need of parsley, it could indicate terminal illness. Uh-oh. And you may well lose your appetite. Instead of fearing me when I garnish your plate, you are reminded of your own precious mortality as I protect your food from contamination. Take a leaf out of my book and remain grounded. For if I am uprooted, I will bring bad luck to your household. Hold a sprig for effortless communion with those who have passed over, but never mention the names of the living when you hold me in your hands. A death to the old welcomes in magical opportunities as you finally let go. My presence is auspicious omens at this time. Yeah, it's an auspicious omen at this time. Yeah, this is very unfortunate. No wonder somebody was crushed. I'm very sorry. But people suck. What are you going to do? I went through this exact situation. I'm not excluded here. You know? All right, Grandma. What do you got? We're going to close this out. The malady, yeah, they're not doing well. Some people out there may not make it through their own karma, because if they put out that much bad and that much toxic and it's coming back in threes, they won't be able to withstand it, right? There is a journey ahead. No shit. Life is a journey. It's not a cliche. Some people may be going on a little journey, though. However, getting away, maybe a staycation, a vacation, fidelity, somebody's loyal. I like that after all this. This was a pretty tough reading. Widower. Yeah, people may not be making it through their own karmas here. I'm not, it depends on everything. They've got to, you can't have an ending without a beginning, right? That's the purpose of the death card, is that whole thing in one. Maybe we need to metamorphosize these energies, right? Somebody could be grieving, right? The loss in the family, One more, thank you. Yeah, unexpected joy after this. And that was with all of these trump cards, unexpected joy. I like it for you very, very much. I hope all of you have all of the goodness here and not just a little piece of the pie, Anywho, peeps, these are your messages. I'll be back very shortly with another general reading. Be cool, be kind, be patient, and just be a good human. Thank you, and I will see you soon.